Okay, in this video, I want to test out the wedding party and see how dominant will Hulk be on something like this. Because the previous fist shape he was really, really good at. But what I want to see is if we give him the best possible scenario to impact the board. Now, this is iHulk, but you get the picture. Um, if we give him the best possible scenario, how can he dominate the game? So, we go round one. Obviously, this is iHulk, you bump, but regular Hulk, you move. Let's cheat him as best as we can to here. you know, he could hit things, punch things, whatever. If you want to condense these together, though, I'm going to leave him here for a second. But what I want to do is move these in towards each other. Now, granted, if you won this point round one, you're not going to be able to move it, right? But if we move this, max range, how close are they actually together? Let's see, what stick is that? It's like a four, ooh, more than a four stick. So even if I cheated him here, I would have had to cheat him round one into the middle and not play either of them. And then move him here, and he's still able to impact. He can, attack once, twice. If he's Suns, bump to here and impact. Not quite. He'd have the Gamma Leap, which would take him closer. So if Hulk, round one, and your team doesn't play these, so you're giving up 4 points to your opponent, you can set yourself up to win these round two and create like a good fight situation for your Hulk. But then you're also getting bowling balls, so I don't know how good that's going to be. And then if you're winning these round one, your opponent then just moves them, separates them round two. So your Hulk do these lock every time? That's super annoying. Um, your opponent can just move them away to where their team is. If you threw some people away, maybe they move them again. So I think that round one, giving up both points to set up your Hulk or your murder machines to sit in the center doesn't seem as great as I thought it might be, or maybe it was on Fisk. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset this. And this is all me just testing live, but I just figured I'd put it up and then people can tell me where my mistakes were. Let's say we did win this one round one with our iHulk or our Hulk, and, we maybe give this one up, we play this one a little bit harder, and we move this one to here. Hulk can go and impact the board, move over, and he's not really doing a ton here. Like, people can sit up on this side and not get affected. So you'd have to walk. So some other characters that he might have to just hold that one himself. And then you have to leverage characters like Red Skull, with his two models here, or something like if you're playing Wakanda, which I know there's not a ton of Wakanda players, but I like Wakanda. Wakanda, King T, and M'Baku can kind of control that point, while a Hulk holds the other one. Um, so this one's going to be a lot shorter than the Deadline Destruction video because it's way more dynamic of a scenario, but it looks like if we win one and give up the other one intentionally, it doesn't give us a huge advantage going into round two on the scenario here. And it doesn't look like we can quite dominate the way we would with something like a Hulk. So just for perspective, I wish I could put both of these on the board at the same time. Fisk was a little bit different. It was a lot closer together. So if I move that into there and do the same thing with Fisk and do the same operation, look how much closer they are. They're even closer than if I moved. So if we win the first one, round one with iHulk, give this other one up so that it moves into the center. iHulk or Hulk can influence both points really, really easily and set us up for success. So Fisk and what I thought was New Fisk when I first saw it, like I knew they were further apart, but these are actually a lot more different than I thought and a little bit less fighty. So I'm curious to see how that's going to change things. I really like it for testing with Brotherhood, where Magneto can maybe clear out a side and then eventually rotate with Asteroid M. I like it with the Mystique Dream Team or old school Mystique Dream Team with Hulk, Juggernaut, super hyper mobile guys. I like it for, I guess, less hype for it for Midnight Suns, but maybe if you're playing iHulk and Abomination, that's 12 threat. Um, I think scenario teams have a lot more game on the new VIPs than they did on the old Fisk system. So I could see some people trying Wedding Party out. I definitely want to give it a try in Wakanda. Let me know down below what you guys want to try it with and what ranges maybe I forgot to consider measuring. I'm approaching it like I would approach Fisk, which was like win one side, let the other one come in, or ignore one, tie one the first round. I was saying win before, but I think it was what I meant was tie one the first round, give up two VPs to move the other one closer. Um, and that doesn't seem to quite work in the new system with the new Fisk shape. I gotta stop calling it Fisk shape. The new wedding party shape. They're too spread out. So if we do that and tie, remember this is a tie. I kept saying win, but I meant tie. And move that closer. Not a huge win for the Murder Machine teams. Maybe Shield likes this. Like maybe if you've got a gunline team and you have like some gunline models, even then, look how spread out that is. So you can't. It's really hard to have models affect both sides. You have to really move them, give things up, but then I don't know if it's worth it. If I plop down a gunline model here, we tie around one and we move this. What does that do for us? Whatever. I cheated it in slightly. It is what it is. Still nothing. So gunlines, I don't think they're gonna love it. I'm not sure who likes this. Maybe Avengers likes it. Like I said, I think Brotherhood likes it. I think Wakanda likes it. I think if you can bring a Hulk and something. Oh, Asgard. If anyone saw, Curtis just won the Central League playing Asgard. You could throw like Jane here. Old or new Thor here. I guess old Thor. Like Jane and old Thor control that one. Hulk controls this one. So Asgard. I think Asgard might like this. That could be pretty cool for them. Uh, so let me know down below who you think likes this crisis, what ranges I missed, and what else we could do with this crisis. I'm just stream of conscious these, and I'm just testing it out, and I figured I'd record it. This crisis is much more mid-range than I originally thought it was, so it's good to get these on the down onto the tabletop and see what they can do. So let me know what you think.